Hello people, in this video we want to look at cortical senile cataract. Where are we? So we wanted to look at age-related cataract or senile cataract. We looked at what cataract means, what the definition is, what the types are. We looked at the symptoms. In types we looked at the morphological classification. Then we looked at congenital cataract classification. Then we looked at acquired cataract classification. In that, the first one they have given us age-related senile cataract. This is the commonest. It is bilateral usually, but one eye can develop before the other. 50-year plus, usually females. UV light exposure can cause this. So senile cataract can be nuclear or hard, cortical or soft. So nuclear means nucleus is affected, cortical means cortex is affected. The causes we have listed here. Pre-senile cataract, some causative reasons are written here. Mechanism of loss of transparency for the nucleus, why the transparency is getting lost. For cortex, why the transparency is getting lost. All this we have seen in the previous video. So you saw that there will be hydration of the lens and reduced amino acids leading to cortex loss of transparency. In this video anyways we are looking at the cortical senile cataract. So understand this. So what will happen? The pumps will not work. Then there is reversal of the sodium potassium ratio. Hydration of the lens will happen. Because of that, what will happen? The denaturation of the lens proteins, right? Denaturation of the lens proteins, opacification of cortical lens fibers. On the other hand, they have written oxidative reactions, reduced oxidative reactions, decreased level of amino acids. Because of that, synthesis of proteins will become less. Denaturation of lens proteins, opacification. Okay. Did you understand this? In the previous video, we looked at nuclear senile cataract, guys. We looked at the photos, we looked at the grading, everything. Now we have to go to cortical senile cataract. This is the main thing of this video. So cortical senile cataract, guys, just note the steps here. Lamellar separation, then incipient cortical senile cataract, immature cortical senile cataract, mature cortical senile cataract, then you have hypermature cortical senile cataract. Cortical cataract will be soft. This is an image of immature senile cortical cataract, guys. This one. Then you have this one, mature senile cortical cataract. Then this one is hypermature Morgagnian senile cataract. You should know some terminologies here called as cuneiform. Cuneiform means starts from periphery, wedge-shaped. It will be cortical cataract, right? Cortex means, yes, this one, not the nuclear part. Cortical part we are talking about. So here peripherally, what will be there? Wedge-shaped character. So that will be called as cuneiform cataract. So here you have the cuneiform characters. This is showing immature senile cataract. This is showing mature senile cataract. Let us see what the differences are now. So the first thing is lamellar separation. The earliest senile change is demarcation of the cortical fibers. Okay. This phenomena of lamellar separation can be demonstrated by slit lamp examination. Because of their separation by fluid, there is demarcation of the cortical fibers. Then we have the incipient. In this, they are talking about cuneiform, cupuliform. Cuneiform means you saw, guys, from the periphery wedge-shaped characters, right? In the cortex. Cupuliform means, so if this is the eye, right? And here you have the lens. Posterior subcapsular cataract. So in the back, what happens? Just below the capsule, you have the subcapsule, posterior subcapsular cataract. So this will be cupuliform senile cortical cataract. Saucer-shaped opacity. Remember, cup. Saucer-shaped opacity develops just below the capsule, usually in the central part of the posterior cortex. See, this is kind of in the center itself, right? But it is central part of the posterior cortex. And this one extends outward. So the cupuliform one extends outward. But the cuneiform one, what was happening? Cuneiform one was from the periphery. So cuneiform is from the periphery. Cupuliform is central part extending outwards. That will become cupuliform. So we finished lamellar separation and what was that? Incipient. Now we will move on to immature. ISC. ISC is immature senile cataract. This will be cortical. Okay, we are talking about cortical. In this stage, the opacification progresses further. Yes, in all these, opacification is progressing further only. So here you can see from 6/9, he is going to counting fingers, right? Just look at this table, okay, how it shows his vision. What is happening to his vision? Visual acuity, 6/9 to counting fingers. Then he's going to hand movement. He can know perception of light is positive. So it's just going worse and worse, right, as it matures. Then look at the colors here. Initially it is grayish white, remember gray, then it becomes pearly white and mature, then it becomes milky white, then dirty white, white, gray, pearly white, milky white, dirty white. Okay, this is how it is, the color is changing. Then a lot of other features are there. Let's look at it one by one. Now we are at immature, right? So let us look at immature cortical senile cataract. In this stage, the cuneiform or cupuliform, you can recognize these patterns, okay? In this, you can actually see the cuneiform and cupuliform pattern. So which pattern is this? Wedge-shaped in the periphery? Yes, this is cuneiform. Immature, what color did they say? Grayish white. This should be supposedly gray white, and this is pearly white. Pearly white definitely looks pearly white. That will become mature. Is this milky white, guys? Milky white, remember, Morgagnian hypermature senile cataract. So guys, where are we? Immature. What we saw, there can be cuneiform, cupuliform, very visible. Here, it will be gray, and there will be iris shadow. Now, what is this iris shadow? The shadow of the iris should fall where? Notice one thing, iris shadow is there only in immature. In immature, only they have written iris shadow. Otherwise, they have not written that anywhere. Look at this one, the first image. You can see the shadow of the iris. So, this will be immature. In mature, again, there is no shadow of the iris. Okay, guys, so this much we have understood in immature. Now, let's move on to mature. What do you say? See, here, now what happens? The lens will slowly start becoming swollen. Hydration is increasing. What do you say? Continued hydration, intumescent cataract. Okay, intumescent cataract, continued hydration. Okay, so it is a swollen lens, because of which it can even cause glaucoma. So this is continuing even to the next stage of maturation. So intumescent, they have written here, intumescent both. Okay. So we'll move on to mature now. Mature is also called as what? Ripe. Mature is also called as ripe. Mature senile cortical cataract. Mature senile cataract. Here, hand movement to PL positive. Pearly white, you saw. Pearly white. Pearl. Beautiful pearl. Where did you see? Mature. Ripe. Here, gone. Visual acuity is reducing. Hand movement, PL positive. Right? And then, what else will you see here? Here, the entire cortex opacification is complete. Entire cortex is involved. Opacification is complete. Pearly white. Okay. Ripe cataract. Mature. Now, let's move on to hypermature. Hypermature, you have two things. What and all you have? Morgagnian and HMSC. What is this? Oh, HMSC are both. Under that, you have Morgagnian and sclerotic. So, Morgagnian, you already saw milky white. In this, what happens, guys? In this one, milky white. See, the nucleus sunk in liquid cortex. Remember the photo? Here, you can see this nucleus is sunk in cortex. So, this is the cortex. Cortex is liquefied. So that's why you can understand the milky white color. So lens is converted into a bag of milky fluid. A small brownish nucleus settles at the bottom. So the nucleus is brown. Cortex is what? Milky white. As it has settled down, you can say milky white only you are seeing, right? Such a cataract is called what? Morgagnian cataract. Calcium deposits also can be seen on the lens capsule in this stage. Morgagnian, milky fluid, remember. Last one, guys, let us look at the sclerotic hypermature. In this, what happens? Again, here PL positive. This person can just perceive light, whether light is there or not. Here it is dirty white. Here, remember, the lens is shrunken, guys. Remember this. The lens is shrunken. So it is shrinking. That means it's losing water. Shrunken lens. Thickened anterior capsule. This much you can remember. The lens has become small. Okay. Sclerotic. Shrunken. Sunken, what did you see here? Previously, the word was sunken. Sunken means the nucleus has sunk. Okay. It sinks in the milky fluid. Here it is shrunken. So here what is happening? The cortex becomes disintegrated. The lens becomes shrunken due to leakage of water. Anterior capsule is wrinkled. Okay. It is thickened due to proliferation of anterior cells. Dense white capsular cataract. They said dirty white. So here what will happen, guys? The lens is shrunken, isn't it? So what will happen? The lens is shrunken. So the anterior chamber will become deep and the iris will be dancing. Iris becomes tremulous, iridodonesis. Because of the so much space it has, right? It will start dancing, the iris. Iridodonesis, anterior chamber is deep, lens is shrunken, anterior capsule is wrinkled. So all that you will see where? In sclerotic, cortical, hypermature, senile cataract. So we are done with the cortical senile cataract, guys. We looked at all these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things we looked at. So can you tell which this one is? Very easily you can see Morgagnian cataract. Brown at the bottom, milky white at the top. Milky white is the liquefied cortex, brown is the nucleus. Nucleus has sunk. In this one, the anterior capsule is wrinkled, they are saying. So which one is this? Anterior capsule is wrinkled. So this is also hypermature. This is which one? Mature, they are saying. In mature, what will be there? Pearly white, right? So this one is pearly white. So pearly white is mature. Anterior capsule wrinkled, hypermature. This is Morgagnian. So which is pearly white, guys? Pearly white is mature, remember, okay? That's important. Let's move on and complete this video. We have looked at cortical senile cataract in this video. So what and all we looked at? Lamellar separation, incipient. Incipient word you might forget, okay? Incipient. Then immature, mature, hypermature you will remember. But incipient is a little difficult word to remember. Incipient. Okay. So that's all about cortical senile cataract, guys. That's all for now. Bye-bye. Guys, there is one more point here, red fundal glow. This red fundal glow is not there after immature. So till immature looks like there will be red fundal glow, okay? And iris shadow and red fundal glow, you can see iris shadow is there only in immature. Red fundal glow is not there after immature. And pupil color you see here, white pupil, pearly white, milky white lens, milky white pupil, dirty white lens, dirty white pupil.